This is my tamobyke v20pro that's modded out. The only thing that is stock right now is the controller and the motor. I've seen the tail light and the they actually put a different headlight on there that was bigger than I have from another bike. But I had a custom tail light that actually had the blinkers, like the rubber blinkers that blink yellow. I had that. It was a lot better, but they broke. So you see them in my other videos. So I have to order another one of those. But if you look at my other videos, you'll see it. But yeah, so everything on here, almost everything. Got the Logan hydraulic brakes came on here. These are some new grips. Got these from AliExpress. Custom mirror. Grip levers. I'm sorry, grip levers. I meant handlebar grips. Brake lever grips. Custom stem cap. Now this is custom AliExpress special. Now this could work for I think 6 or 7 different controllers. Well, controller protocols. You see, I got my date, time. That's the motor temp. That's not the temperature outside or in the house. That's motor temperature, voltage. Currently sitting at 50.3 volts. It saves on pedal assist, as you can see. So I like that because I don't have to go up in pedal. To me, it's annoying every time you turn on your bike and you have to, toggle through. Just keep it at pedal assist 4 and 5, and it's good. New thumb throttle, custom thumb throttle ordered with the grips. You see yellow pedals. I upgraded my kickstand. Right, I'm running a 45.6 amp hour setup. So it came with 18. It came with this 18.2 hour. It came with this battery. Okay. It came with this. Right. I might put that on soon. I don't know. So it came with that. So in order to switch out the battery, you see there's a screw right here, right? If you have this bike, I did not make a video. I should have made a video, but I will explain. If you have this bike, right, it comes with the plate. So in order to take the plate off, you have to take the screws off. There's 3 screws holding the plate in. But then it still just won't come off. You have to, on the plate, because they used to mount the controller inside the, they used to mount the controller on the inside the battery plate. It was one of those battery plates that has a housing, so you could, and it used to run the controller out from there. So they since moved the controller up here on the V20, which is so it has better air ventilation, so it doesn't burn out or nothing. So after you take the screws out, right, where the old controller used to sit, there's gonna be 4 screws there. It's a little housing. You gotta take the 4 screws out, open it, and then there's gonna be another screw right here. That will be the last screw you need to take off. Like I said, there's the battery plate. You gotta take those off, and then in the house, there's a little box that's a part of the battery plate. You'll see 4 screws on it. You have to take those screws off, take the cover off. That's where the controller used to be, and then there will be a screw right there. You have to take the screw out, and then the plate will come off, and then you could put on the battery plate to whatever upgraded battery you want to put. This is a 30 amp hour Charm Rider battery. I have this for almost 2 years now. Has 1,000 cycles. It will deplete to 80%. After 1,000 cycles, that's full cycles. That's from complete empty to full. That's one charge. So since I've been using this battery for the last 2 years, this is the 3rd bike I've used this battery on. But every bike I've used it on, I had a dual battery setup. So I barely ever, today, look, I put 25 miles on it. And I still have a full battery. See, I'm running it with a 15, what is this? Yeah, 15.6 amp hour battery. This came with my Move Cam V30. my MoveCam V30, somehow the suspension, I mean not the suspension, where the suspension is, the frame cracked. So yeah, it wasn't safe to use anymore. So I since then got the V20pro, and obviously I do Uber Eats, so I need a bike that I can mod out. And I mean, because I need a bike that's fast, has a lot of torque, and has a big battery setup. When this only came with an 18.2. So what I was doing was this battery right here, which is inside this case. So you'll see it's inside the case. This is a frame bag, a Super 73 frame bag that I ordered from, you could get it on AliExpress or from Temu. I got it from Temu. So I would switch between these two batteries at first. That's what I was doing, but it got kind of clunky, you know, it's just big, and carrying a battery that's like 10 pounds in your backpack all day hurts your back and shit. So I then put the 30 amp hour, but I was always going to put a dual battery setup on here. So I then took the 18.2 off. I put the 30 amp hour while I waited for the bag. At first I was going to put it up here. And then I was like, you know what? Let me see if I could put it right here. That might be enough clearance. There's only 60 millimeters of travel. So there's clearance. There's plenty enough clearance. And the frame bag does not touch when the suspension is in use. They don't touch each other. They don't hit. It's only 60 millimeters, so it's enough clearance. So yeah, so what I did was I took the plate and I took the discharge cable with the 5 pins from the plate, and I took the plate off. It doesn't have a plate because it wouldn't fit in the bag. The bag also zippers in, but the zipper broke, so I have to order a new one. But yeah, I had it zipped up. And I would open it. I would take this off, I would open it, and then I would charge it like that. But I need a new bag because my zipper broke. And I would zip it up to right here. And here you'll see I have the cable, and then I have the 5 pins, the discharge cable that comes on the plate. I took it off. You can unscrew it and take it off. So I did that. I taped the discharge with the 5 pins. I put the 5 pins in. I taped it down with a lot of electrical tape. I've been riding this bike for 3 months and never came out. I then took a XT60. I had two XT60 extenders. I had two XT60 cable extenders. You see right here, and it's running all the way up here. So I am gonna run it back this way like that. When I get a new bag, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna zip it all the way. I'm gonna cut the bag and then have it come through here like that. Look a little cleaner, but this is how I've been using it for like 3 months. Never had a problem. So I'm running a 45.6 amp hour setup on here, as you can see. And that's it. That's how I did that. I am also thinking of, I don't know, I've thought about taking this off and putting the 18.2 amp hour, but I don't know if there's going to be enough clearance, to be honest. And the 18.2, I put the 15.6 because the 18.2 doesn't fit in the frame bag. And look, as you see, this thing ain't going nowhere. It's tight. I bought the Velcro straps. It's actually strapped right here. Right here. And then there's another strap somewhere. Oh, right here. So it's strapped down here, here, and right here. And then I got these 3 straps. Like, it doesn't go. And then it's zip tied too as well. So it doesn't go anywhere. I'm running 15 point. I'm running a 45.6 amp hour setup. So my valve caps, right? Logan hydraulic brakes, 2 piston. I actually love these brakes, man. I really don't even need an upgrade to 4 piston. Maybe when I do the other video, I'm gonna be running another video of me adding a motor in the front, right? That's gonna be a separate video. I got a D.I.YM RCP2S shock, 550-pound spring. This shock is fire. It's the best shock I ever had. It's like, it depends where you get it from. You get it on eBay for like 160, 170, Amazon for like 170, somewhere, some of them 200. I got it from AliExpress, $110. Even it's the cheapest you're gonna get the shock, and it's real. It's a real D&M shock, and it's perfect. The sag I got on it, the 550-pound spring for me is perfect. Has enough sag. The rebound actually works. Compression actually works. Like, all the shocks I had, that shit never worked. The rebound actually works. Compression, preload, it all works. I was very surprised. It actually does work. You can soften it, you can harden it. Turn that knob right here. You can turn this to a preload. Best shock I ever had. $100 upgrade was worth it. Which I did also have to run a dual battery equalizer, which is, it's in there. You can't see it, but it's definitely in there. Like, look at that. That's fire. And then even if you wanted to upgrade, right, to like a 72 volt, this comes off. You see that? This is screwed in. So you could easily screw in, you could easily take this casing off and put a far driver or whatever you want to put there. You could, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. This bike is very, this is a bike. That's why I only like moped style e-bikes, because you can do whatever you want with them. They're very versatile. And not to mention, this bike is very versatile. This is a versatile bike. Because not only is it a moped style bike, it goes 32 miles per hour, has 90 Newton meters of torque. They claim it's 15,000. They claim it's a 15,000 watt, 2,000 watt peak. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not, because I have wattage right there. That's why that's what I love about this display. I forgot to mention. I also have wattage. See, so far I have 900 plus. I had 9 because I changed my display like 3 times, so I have 3 different displays for this bike. On my other display, I have 952, so that's 2,800. 2,800. 2,800. I have 2,910 miles on this bike. And I got it September for my birthday. It's almost not even 3 months old yet. So I almost got 3,000 miles on it. It has not given me one problem at all. Also comes with the alarm system, which I got right here, which is clutch. You just hit this little thing right here. I need to get a new. You hit this right here, you lock it. I have to put a new battery in there, but yeah, you get it. I got the V20pro. Yeah, so it peaks out at. I lost train of thought. It peaks out at 1330. That's like the most I've seen is about 1330, like somewhere between 1330 and 1340, which makes sense because, not to mention, the controller is 25 amps. So I don't know where they get 2,000, because even if you think about it, on a full charge, 54.6 amps. I mean 54.6 volts times 25 amps. The most it comes out to is like 1,400 watts. See what I'm saying? So I don't know where they get two. It doesn't add up. And if you don't have the watt readage or the watt put out, you might think it's 2,000 watts because of the torque, because it has 90 Newton meters of torque. So I can see how people would get confused and be like, yeah, it has 2,000. It has 2,000 watts, but it does not have 2,000 watts. It's about 1,300. I would say it's like 1,000 watts sustained. It's definitely 1,000 watts sustained. About 13. Let's just say 1350 peak. I'll say 1350 peak. I can see where they get 1,500 watts, maybe. Like, all right, 1,350. Let's just call it 1,500. But still, don't lie. I hate when manufacturers they lie about. Like, just be honest, man. So that's everything. I'm running 14, like I said, 45.6 amp power setup. And but the display, the original display was off about like about 1 or 2 miles per hour. I had to put the wheel size down to 22 inches to get the most accurate. And I would like the most I've seen is 31, 32. You have a 48 tooth chainring, 7-speed cassette, and you got your guard there for the chain. It has 152 millimeter crank arms, which is actually smart because it actually feels comfortable pedaling this. Yeah, it's actually comfortable because the shorter crank arms, so you don't have such a high leg extension. For me, the bike is perfect. It's 32 inches. I can't completely flat foot, but the posture, everything about the bike, the posture for me, the riding position, I could ride this bike all day and I don't get tired. Since I do Uber, sometimes I put like there's days where I've put 50, 60 miles on a bike. For the most part, I average around 30 or 40. Every day I put at least 30. Today I put 25, somewhere between 30 and 50 miles, depending on, like how many deliveries I'm doing that day and whatnot. If I work in the morning and in the afternoon and at night, it all depends. So yeah, in the summer I was getting about 70 miles. I was getting about 70 miles on one charge, and that's at pedal assist 4 and 5 all day throttle. I would get about, since this winter, I'm getting about like 50, 55 because it's winter, and obviously there's a lot of voltage sag in the winter. So yeah, I'm like, and that's at throttle only. You pedal, you'll get more. And if I keep it at pedal 1, I don't. These bikes they're made to be throttled. I do pedal it sometimes, but for the most part, I'm all throttle. I just use all throttle, pedal assist 4 and 5 all day. So you got the blinkers. I do actually like this light because it's more minimalist compared to the other one I had, and it's like it broke because every time the bike tipped over or something. You know what I mean? But you'll see the other. I will be getting another tail light, just because I feel like people aren't paying attention to that. When you actually have the blinkers on the outside, they really see that, and it's yellow. See, like that when the light's on, are you really gonna be looking at that? You might see it when it's like that. All right, I can see it. They could probably see that, but not when it's on. You see what I'm saying? And they're like, so what do you guys think about the bike, man? I got my Rock Bros frame back. Well, this bike, bro. Guess what? This bike, right? This bike is a complete Temu and AliExpress build. Everything on here, almost everything, except for the batteries. Everything on here, the bike came from Temu. These came from AliExpress. Everything on here is from Temu or AliExpress. And believe it or not, this is the best bike I've ever had. It's only like 7 something now. I got it for like 830. Oh yeah, I'm running CST Torrances. These are specifically moped tires. You'll see. Where is it? It says moped on the tire. Right here. Moped. See that tread? These are designed for the street. Front rack, front end. And that's the other thing, like I was saying, this bike is practical. It's so versatile. I have a rear rack, a front rack, you see what I'm saying? That just completely turned the bike into a cargo bike. Look at it, it's a cargo bike. It's a moped style cargo bike. Really think about it. Payload 330 pounds. I'm only 140, you see what I'm saying? But look at that. What do you guys think? You think that's fire? That's fire, right? Give it a buck. Is that fire? Look at that. You gonna tell me that's not fire?